Hey there, it's Jeff with Train 4x4 Adventures coming back to you with another product review of items that are designed to make our van life experience more enjoyable. So today I'm talking to you about Inhabit floor mats and our experience after 6 months of ownership. So we were quite confused about all the hype that we were reading online about these mats and why everybody thought they were just the greatest thing to add to your van. Granted, the floors that came in our van, we have a Jayco Terrain, very basic. Felt like I was living, quite frankly, in a cheap apartment. But I couldn't understand why I was reading so many positive things, on the various different van Facebook groups, and until I saw them in person at my buddy Jim Lincoln's house and saw him in his revel, and then I was like, okay, I get it. These are not floor mats. These are not car mats. This is a laser cut, precision cut, high quality mats. And I don't even want to call them mats. It's really a flooring system for your van. And again, I didn't get it at first until I saw them and got to touch them and walk on them. And then I understood that really makes a worthwhile investment in the just overall comfort of your van. So like I said, we've had them for just over 6 months. And our van is my daily driver, and I use it for work. And so I'm in it a lot. I take it out to customer sites frequently, and we also have our van on display at various expos as well. So lots of traffic coming through the van. At an expo, we might have, dozens, maybe 100 people over the weekend step up into the van. And so in this 6-month period of time, these mats have been walked on probably much more than somebody's mats that might have them for a couple years. So good time to come back and just, again, share with you, our thoughts, both positive and negative, about these mats. So let me just back up a little bit, talk about the installation process. These were shipped to my house, and I got them while I was at work. Was super excited about getting them into the van, and so sat down, had dinner, came out in the dark, and put them in about, I don't know, took me probably about 40 minutes to get them installed. And that was due in part with some great resources that the folks at Inhabit provide you. They give you some tools to come with the kit. You do have to fasten some snaps, and so they provide you with a little tool to get that done. They also provide some great resources in the form of just instructions and an instructional video. And if you take the time to read through those and watch the videos, you'll understand that the installation process is pretty straightforward. Just some basic tools like a drill and some drill bits, and the tools that they give you, and you're good to go. So again, it took me about 45 minutes to do it out in my driveway in the dark, and so that was quite simple. So let me give you a look at the condition that the mats are in, and share with you our thoughts. All right, so here's the main entryway to the van, and as you can tell, these mats are in absolutely perfect condition. They are literally in the same condition as when we first bought the van. So I will tell you that one of the frustrations of having these mats is just choosing the color. That was our most difficult part in the process. And we chose the tweed color, which we think matches great in our Jayco Terrain. But just check out this fit and finish, and how incredibly well these things fit into the van. So here's the look going up front, and where my feet rest every day, don't see anywhere at all. Another cool plus about this, these are the minor details that sometimes go overlooked. We have in the Mercedes Sprinter van, there's a big trough here, that is just a great collection point for rocks, dirt, and dog hair. And with these mats, that section is gone. And we have 2 black labs, and with this tweed color, barely shows the hair if they've been in here for a couple of days. And man, just the feel of these mats, particularly when you get up out of bed in the morning, step out with your bare feet, feels just so much nicer, particularly on a cold winter day. We do a lot of skiing in this van. So let's step over to the passenger seat, and here's the main step coming in. Very clean, and we're not going to see much wear here because Mary Jane's got her little box here that has our inductive cooktop that helps her with her height challenges. Hope she doesn't see this. Anyhow, and then just again continuing on to the driver's side, absolutely no signs of where these things have held up beautifully. The only thing that kind of caught my eye is this button here. Moving close, the paint is kind of worn off a bit, I guess just from stepping on it, but a Sharpie, I would imagine, will take care of that. Let's take a look. All right, so these snaps are made out of copper, and so let's just see how this does. Balancing the camera and the Sharpie at the same time. All right, magic. How's that? That looks perfect. Yeah, so super thrilled with, like I said, the fit and finish. You can see that our van has is showing wear. Got some wear there in the van. Great Jayco terrain quality. Doesn't match the quality of these mats at all. So anyhow, we are very, very thrilled. Let me show you another thing back in the garage that we like about how these came out. So when we ordered these mats, I did mention to the guys that I do have some boxes in the back that have some mounts, and question how I'm going to do this. And quite simple, just a hole saw to cut through the mat, and then they sent out a set of these grommets with the mats, and piece of cake. So you can accommodate if you want to, I guess, you know, you could drill a couple of different holes for some flexibility along this track that goes along the floor of the Jayco terrain. But in my case, I've got 2 of these in the back, and then the other hole is hidden by the box, but also with grommets around it. So you got a real clean finish as well. Inhabit also has a kit that will line the little cubbies in the doors. So we can get a shot of that. Just adds a nice finishing touch, and these also go into all the cup holders up front. Again, just a nice added touch to the van. So then we also opted for the countertop mat as well, just to help clean up our kitchen area, and it's a great surface to prepare food on. And just look at this. How beautiful is that? We went from what I would call a cheap apartment flooring system to a high-end luxury home flooring system. What an upgrade this has been to our van. All right, and to complement the system a bit further, we went with the Inhabit entry mat. This thing is really cool because, as you can see, it's got little grommet holes in there that you can stake them down. And then it also has a very well thought out storage system to store these stakes that come with it, and so you never lose track of where they're at. They're not bouncing around in the van. So these just get tucked up underneath, and then this rolls up. They've got a nice little Velcro strap that will hold this all together as you toss it into the back of the van. And then what could possibly be our favorite addition is our shower mat. We actually got this in fawn, just for a little contrast. And oh my goodness, on your wet toes, this thing just feels luxurious, much better than the bamboo wood flooring that we had in here before. So this is another cool Inhabit Designs product that they offer. Love it. All right, so that's a wrap on my 6-month review of our Inhabit Mats. I promised to share with you what the positives and the negatives are on these mats, and I did find one slight negative, and that was that one of those brass snaps did discolor. The paint got worn off, and quick touch up with a Sharpie took care of that. They look as good as new, and if that's all I need to do every 6 months to maintain these mats, I am fully good with that. So there you go. Maybe you have a little bit better understanding now than I did of what all the hype was about these mats. I certainly didn't get it. Certainly didn't understand the expense that they run. But in my opinion, this is not mats. This is a flooring system, laser cut. These things fit perfectly, stay in place, and just to the touch and the feel of my bare feet is just absolutely wonderful. So if you're sitting on the fence wondering whether this is the right investment for you, I would say absolutely, without a doubt. We have zero regrets for investing in these mats. We absolutely love them. And after 6 months of heavy use and they're in this condition, I'm confident that these mats will, quite frankly, outlive me. So anyhow, so that's a wrap on this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative, and if so, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate that, and I hope to see you out on the trail sometime soon. Take care, all.